For this video today, I have researched photoelectron absorption, also called photoelectric effect. It is an interaction between X-rays and a person that can cause biological effects. This type of interaction is caused by photons interacting with inner shell electrons. When it interacts, the photon hits the electron, pushing it out, sending it out of the atom with the energy from the photon. Then it becomes a photon electron. Once the electron has left, then begins the characteristic cascade, which means the electron from the outermost shell drops into the vacant spot on the inner shell, and they do this with all the different shells. This can cause the atom to become unstable. Not only does an atom become unstable, but characteristic cascade lets off an energy that is called a characteristic photon. It is a secondary kind of radiation. Oftentimes, photoelectric absorption happens when atoms are tightly bound. As we all know, the photon hits the electron and sends the electron out with some of the energy from the photon. There is an equation that allows you to find the energy of the photon, the energy of the electron that's being sent out, and the binding energy that kept the electron in there. It is EI equals EB plus EK. It is EK because that stands for kinetic energy, which the electron has kinetic energy. This allows you to find all three of them, and you can switch up the equation to be able to find them. Oftentimes, photoelectron absorption happens in lower kVps and not higher ones, so you'd see it more in a hand or a foot x-ray than you would in a chest x-ray. When you have about 50 kVp, you're going to have about 50% of photoelectron absorption happening in your x-ray. But if you have something about 130, you're going to have closer to 24-25% photoelectron absorption happening. Attenuation and photoelectron absorption go hand in hand together. Attenuation is the reduction of the primary beam due to absorption in the different materials within the body. So you have 4 different materials, which are air, bone, muscle, and fat. Bone being the one that's going to absorb the most, meaning that when you see bones on an x-ray and they're white, that's because the photoelectric absorption has been put into play. Same with attenuation, absorbing the most photons. I believe that photoelectron absorption should be something that everybody knows about, and that is a big interaction with an x-ray due to the fact that it shows how x-rays are kind of made. You have all of the different grays due to attenuation of the photoelectron absorption, which is absorbing the different kind of photons that are in the body now. Yes, it does cause a lot of biological effects and can harm a patient, but at the same time, without it, we wouldn't really have that many x-rays.